Is the audio bounce okay? Yes. Yes, I think you can hear me fine. Welcome to the 31st of March Athenaeum Singers rehearsal. It is 5:30 where I am. It's going to be 7:30 when you watch this. The internet connection wasn't working very well, so I've had to record it in advance and I'll upload it. Sorry I can't be with you live, but just imagine that there's a 2-hour delay in the internet. That's how slow it is in Cardiff. And you'll be along the right lines. We're going to do a few things today. 4 things, basically. We're going to start with a warm-up. Then we're going to look at some music theory. For some of you, that might be very basic, the stuff we're looking at. For some of you, I don't know how many of you read music poorly or not at all. It might be the right sort of level. So if you want to come back at the end of that, it'll take about 10-15 minutes for us to go through. Then feel free. Then we're going to be looking at a piece together by a composer called Arcadelt, completed by another composer called Dietsch. It's a setting of the Ave Maria. And lastly, we're going to be talking about some things to go away and listen to over the week and plans for next week. So that's a rough scheme. My partner Caroline might need to come through, but if she does, she'll be very quiet, and then you'll have met her, so that's nice. And the other guest that we're welcoming today is my mum. She's tuning in to this rehearsal as well. She sings in a very similar choral society up in Aberdeen. So I'll be getting feedback from her at the very least, I'm sure. Great, let's all stand up. You'll notice, well, you won't notice, but I will show you that I'm not wearing shoes. This is not only an advantage of being in my house, it's also quite good for your balance, and how you balance completely affects your posture, and therefore how you breathe and how you sing. So I would take the chance, if you can, to take off your shoes and be at one with the floor. The other thing is, it's very tempting when you're at home to sing, to sit down, or sing to your laptop, or sing to the sides of the room you're in. I would encourage you to sing out as much as possible, and be just as brave in making all the silly sounds that I encourage you to make at home as you are in rehearsal with everyone else. It may help putting on headphones to block out the world around you, completely up to you. Let's start off with a stretch. Stretching up towards the ceiling. Good. Give your hands a shake and roll your shoulders and stretch up again. And stretch out to the sides. Good. Put your hands to the wall. Push the walls away. Ooh, they're still... Oh, the walls are coming in. Oh, it's like that bit in Star Wars. Or the bit in the Bible. Samson. Is that right? With the temple? I can't remember. Anyway, push out towards the walls. Good. And wiggle your fingers and shake your hands out again. Good. And up in your toes. And give your knees a wiggle. Good. And up in your toes again. And see if you can stretch out your feet and back down again. Good. And bend your ankles a bit. Have a little bounce. I hope you're all very well. I hope you're not succumbing to the dreaded lurgy, or indeed any other lurgies. Give your shoulders a bigger roll this time. Good, and forwards. Ooh, really get into the shoulder blades at the back. and shrug them out. And your hips. Good. Have a little boogie in the privacy of your own room. Good. And rotate from just the top of the torso. Good. And then hold at one end and keep breathing. And a little bit further. Good. And then the other way. And hold. And a little bit further. Good. And relax. Good. What else is good? Give your foot a shake out. And the other one. And if you're happy to do this with me. Stretch up and fold over at the waist. And come all the way down to the floor. You don't have to keep your knees straight for this. Bend your knees as much as you want. And just let your weight go down towards the floor. And then slowly roll yourself back up. Your back first, so that your spine is leading it. And then your head comes back into position. Good. Imagine that your head is just floating above your neck. Just let it float up a little bit. Now take a deep breath in. And again. Good. And even bigger. Good. And out to a higher sigh this time. And even higher. Good. Good. Give your jaw a massage. Go. And again. And again. Good. Go. And again. And as in, you have to be joking. And coming down. A nice long s out. I'll count you in and breathe in for 4 and s out for 4. 3. Breathe. And breathe. And out for 8. Good. Make sure you're not making a s from your neck. Have another yawn and a sigh, and become aware again of the space inside your neck and your throat and your mouth. And when you're s-ing out, make sure you're keeping that space there. Breathe in and out for 12. 3 and breathe. Good. And go. Remember, when I'm feeling like I'm going too quickly into singing, and it's getting a bit constricted, have a hot potato breath. Or a breath of delighted surprise. Like someone's giving you the best birthday present, and it's not even your birthday. Like that. You shouldn't have. That face. Delighted surprise breath. And another one. Good. Or another one, or an eyebrow breath. Give me an eyebrow breath. Good. Or a breathing in the warm soup breath. Good. Hot potato again. Good. Whew, don't hyperventilate either. Then go. Let's do an with a good breath. So whatever image works for you. If it's hot potato or delighted surprise or warm soup or eyebrows, whichever works for you. And again. Up to there. And again. And there. Longer scale. Go say ni na na no nu. Say it on your own pitch, not on mine. Ni na na no nu. Good. And again, make sure it's really open. Ni na na no nu. And ni na na no nu. Ni na na no nu. Say shh, 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 shh. Put your hands here. You feel that? That's the same place that you should be supporting from. So put your hands there and we'll do another ni ne na no nu. Don't push from there. Certainly don't press with your hands. But just be aware that that's where your breath is moving from. And again. Ni na no nu. Say shh, 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 again. Shh, 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 shh. Now put your hands on your back. Feel something there? Let's do a ni ne na no nu and put our hands on our back and be aware of that as well. Ni ne na no nu. Ni ne na no nu. Let's go up to there. Ni na na no nu. And again. Ni na na no nu. Say ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Say no, no, no. No, no, no. Say ni ne na no nu. Ni ne na no nu. Say ni ne na no nu. Ni ne na no nu. Good. Nice open ooh. That will come in useful later when we're doing Benedictus fructus ventris tui Jesus. And for just now, one more thing. Go. Go. Good. Get right into the high bits of your voice and the low bits of your voice. Don't warm up my voice, warm up your own voice at home. And again. Good. How am I doing for time? Fine. Right. I'm going to do some music theory now. We're going to be doing basic rhythms today and how to read basic rhythms. It's going to take about 15 minutes. I'm keeping an eye on the clock down there. So if you know your basic rhythms, come back in 15 minutes. And if you don't, here is your chance to learn something really, really useful. First of all, rhythm is pointless without a beat. We need to keep a beat. So I find it really useful to put the beat in my body. So you can clap it, or you can tap it with your heel or with your toe. But I find it really good to tap my chest. It just makes it feel part of me. And you've got to make whatever beat you choose, whether it's slow or fast, feel part of you, and you've got to drive it. When I conduct, I'm not giving you a beat. I'm just showing you where to put your beat, and then we can all do it at the same time. That's all. Good. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a challenge. I'll count 3, 4, and then I'll conduct 1, 2, 3, 4. And close your eyes and see if you're in time with me at the end of the conducting. So, 1, 2, 3, and close your eyes. And open. Were you on beat? I'll conduct the 8th this time. 1, 2, 3, close your eyes. 1. That was 8 beats in total. Were you there? Did you rush? Were you a bit slow? Let's try clapping or chesting 16 beats. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you give yourself 16 beats, and then I'll tell you when we've done the 16 beats, and you can see if you're in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And open your eyes. That was the end of the 16 beats. Were you in time? Good. Something to work on. There's things online where you can work on internalising a pulse and keeping the beat without an external reference. They're quite useful to practice if you want to practice that sort of thing. In the meantime, now that we've got that feeling of the beat, I'm going to put it together with how to read rhythms. We can make up our own rhythms, or we can do the rhythms that the music is telling us to read. And if we're doing ones on paper, then this is how to read them. Let me just bring up the slideshow that I prepared. One moment. One moment. Has that worked? Yeah, there we are. Good. Right. So, in reading music, the shape of the note tells you how long it is, and where it is tells you how high or low the note is, where it is on the page. We're not worrying about the pitch, we're not worrying about how high or low it is, we're just worrying about the shape. Here is your basic shape. Get friendly with this. Make friends with this shape. You're going to learn to love it. We're going to call this a tar. It's got an official name. It's a crotchet. But I'm not really interested. This is tar. Ta 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 ta. Say that for me. Ta 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 ta. Good. We can make rhythms with that, but they're going to be pretty boring because they're all the same. So what if we want to take the time that we spend doing a ta and put two notes in it instead? Well, we split it up and we write that. So it's the same sort of shape, but instead of just being a head and a stem, it's a head and a stem linked by a bar to the next one. We're going to call this a tate. So instead of ta 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 ta, it's tate 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 tate. Say that for me. Ta 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 tate 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 tate. Good. This one also has a fancy name. Each one is called a quaver, and so this is a pair of quavers. This is two quavers. Again, they're just fancy names. You don't need to know the names. What's important is that you know how long they are. Let's try putting these together into some sort of context. Oh yeah, that's the other thing to remember. What matters is the shape. They can be either way up. So the ta can be this way up or that way up. It doesn't really matter. Same with the tates. The heads can be down or the heads can be up. The stems can be up and the stems can be down. Either way is fine. What matters is the shape. So, we've got to know how long our basic bar is, how long we're counting it. We're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1, 2. So this tells us that in each bar we've got 4 tas. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll sometimes see this written as 4, 4, but all that means is that there's 4 tas in each bar. So the most basic one is ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Say that with me. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. And again. Ta, 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 ta. And again. 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. Good. Let's try a different one. You'll see over on the left, we're still in 4. We're still counting in 4. And it's quite similar. But instead of 4 tas, we've replaced the third ta with a tate. So this is ta, ta, tate, ta. Say that with me. 3 and 4. Ta, ta, tate, ta. Great. Say that again. Ta, ta, tate, ta. And a fourth time, just for luck. Ta, ta, tate, ta. Great. That's super. Let's try another one. Here, again, it's pretty similar. We've still got our bar of 4. And so that means we've got 4 tas in each bar. But instead of having 4 tas, we've replaced the second ta with a tate. So can you think how this is going to sound? What the rhythm's going to sound like? It's ta, ta, te, ta, ta. Say that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, ta. Good. Say it again. 3 and 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, ta. Again. 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, ta. Super. Right. Here's one that looks a bit fiddlier, but it's actually not. This is just, the first one is just a normal ta. It's upside down, but that doesn't matter. It's still just a normal ta. The second one is a tate. The third one is a tate. It's upside down, but I don't mind. Do you mind? And the fourth one is just a normal ta. So this goes, can you think? Ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta. Good. Say that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta. Good. Say it again. Ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta. Perfect. Good. Well done. Right. So here's a new rhythm. We've not come across this one yet. And I've not written in the names. Can you remember which names go underneath which notes? I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you give me what you think the rhythm is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, sorry, I should have explained. I'll clap the beat, but that's not the rhythm. I'm just giving the beat so you can hear it, and you say the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And again. Did you get it right? This is ta ta te ta te ta te. Say it again. 1, 2, 3, and ta ta te ta te ta te. Perfect. Try this one. What's it going to be? I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, and then keep clapping the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 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 Did you get it right? Ta ta te ta ta. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta ta te ta ta. And say it again. 3 and 4. Ta ta te ta ta. And a third time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta ta. Sorry, that's rubbish. Say it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta te ta te ta ta. Have I been saying it wrong all this time? This one is definitely ta te ta te ta ta. Ta te ta te ta ta. Ta te ta te ta ta. Great. So that is tas and tates. Easy. But that still doesn't give us a huge number of possibilities. There's one more practice. Have a quick think what this is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 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 Did you get it right? Good. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta te ta ta te ta te ta te ta ta te ta te ta te ta ta te ta te. It's upside down for the last one. That doesn't matter. It's just a regular tate. Right. So here's our diagram at the beginning. We've got our ta, and you split it in 2 to get a tate. But what happens if you want to make a note that's longer than a ta? What happens if you want to make one which is twice as long as a ta? So you've got 2 tas here. So instead of going ta ta, you want to have one note which lasts as long as both of those. Or say that you've got 2 tates, or 1, 2, 3, 4 quavers. Tate tate. What happens if you want to make one note which is as long as those? Well, you do that. So it's the same shape as a ta, but it's got the middle bit hollow. And we're going to call that a ta-ah. Very imaginative. Some people call it a minim, but we don't need to worry about that. We're just going to call it a ta-ah, and it lasts for 2 tas. And the other thing to note is that, like the others, this can be written the normal way up or upside down. Doesn't matter. It's still a ta-ah no matter what happens. So say ta-ah, 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 which is the same length as ta-ta-ta-ta, or ta-te-ta-te-ta-te-ta-te. Good. Let's practice. So, on the left-hand side, we've still got 4 tas in each bar. So one of the tas is here, another is here, and then 2 are wrapped up in this ta-ah. So this one goes ta-ta-ta. Say that with me. Ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. here we're mixing up all three notes. So we start off with a ta, then a tate, then a ta. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, tate, ta. Ta, tate, ta. Ta, tate, ta. Does that make sense? Good. Couple more times for luck. Ta, tate, ta. Ta, tate, ta. Ta, tate, ta. Nice. Another one. We've got a couple of upside down ones, but it doesn't matter. It's the same length, same note. Here we start with a ta, then a ta-ah, taking 2 of our crotchets. Scrabble that. Just do it. You're great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, tate, ta, ta, tate, ta, ta, tate, ta, ta, tate. Nice. Good. Right. Your turn. We can see on the left that we're still 4 tas in each bar. First one is a ta, and the second 2 are 2 tas. So I'll count you in, and then you say it 3 times for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 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 Nice. Did you get that? Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Right. I'll count you in. Then it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, I clapped it for you. That was awful. I'm so sorry. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Did you get it right? Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, te, ta. Ta, ta, te, ta. Ta, ta, te, ta. Ta, ta, te, ta. Nice. Now this one. We're still 4 tas in each bar, as you can see on the left-hand side. Have a think. And I'll count you in, and then it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. How'd you get on? Do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tate ta, tate, tate ta, tate, tate ta, tate. Nice. So now you've learnt tas, and tates. And to be honest, that's all the rhythms you need to do 90% of the piece that we're about to do. So if you didn't know how to read all the dots before or weren't quite sure, well done. I hope that has helped. If it hasn't, send me a message or go back and listen to this again. Keep working away at it, and I promise it will make sense. There are the notes. Tate, ta, tate. Good. And let's come back. Hello, welcome back to my living room. And now that we've done that, have a look at the Ave Maria, the Arcadelt-Dietsch. It was emailed around as a PDF earlier, so you may have printed it out, you may have it on the computer. If not, it's going to be in a link beneath the video down there. Should be fairly obvious. And we don't have the wonderful, we don't have a pianist today. So we're going to be listening to it. Douglas couldn't make it, so we are without him, and we send our best wishes to him. But we will listen to a recording of it, and then start working on it. So I'll play the recording. You don't need to play anything. There's a recording. I've linked to it, but I'll just play it for just now. and you'll hear it. For just now, just have a listen, follow along with the music if you want, but mostly just have a listen. It's really very, very beautiful. Arcadelt was a 15th, 16th century French composer, and Dietsch was a 19th century French composer and musicologist. The piece came down to us without a bass part, so he added one in. He also changed the words. It was previously a moderately bawdy love song, all about how women are better at making love, but because of society don't get to do it so much. And so Dietsch thought it would be much more appropriate if you put some nice religious words to it. So we're doing the nice religious version. Good. We'll listen to it again. And here you've got three options. You can either hum along with your part or sing along with your part. If you are still getting to grips with reading rhythms, then you can try putting into practice some of the stuff that we've just done, and say the rhythms as you come along. So the first bar would be ta 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 ta, that sort of thing. Or if you want a real challenge, turn off the sound as I'm about to play it, and just sing along with me, and I will be as clear as I can. You obviously won't hear the other parts around you, but it would be a very good challenge if you wanted it. Right, play it again, and you choose what you'd like. I'm just going to break it down now. We're going to start by doing the soprano part, then doing the alto part, then the tenor, then the bass. It'll take us a little while to go through each one, so just bear with us as we do. If you want to pop off and make a cup of tea when it's not your part's turn, then do feel free. Right, sopranos, you're up. I'll sing the first bit of yours, and then you'll sing it back to me. I've got a little track which you can sing along with, which highlights your part. So I'll sing it, and then I'll play the track which highlights your part, and you can sing along with that. Does that sound good? Right. Let me just get that one ready. There we go. So your first part goes, we're in F major and you're on the third. It's Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, Ave Maria. Good. And sing along with this. 1, 2, 3. Super. Well done. I'm sure that was beautiful and perfect. But let's do it once more. Good. Next bit goes, I'll sing it. Benedictatum. Oh, that was dreadful. I'm so sorry. I'll do that again. Benedictatum, benedictatum in mulieribus. Let's try that once more. I think we're here. Sorry. I'll just put it back. Good. And then I'll sing. Et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. And sing along. Just watch out the syncopation in bar 16. Ventris tui, Jesus. Back to bar 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Back to bar 13. Which I think is here. Super. Well done. Going on from bar 18. It's Sancta Maria, that high F, and 1. Good, just watch that descending chromatic one. Sancta Maria, ora. Really listen into the lower parts, they will tell you where to put all those notes. Sing it once more with the backing track. So I'll count you in for that. Great. And it goes on. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Good. Let's go on, that bit's quite easy. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Sing that for me. Just once more. It's not this sing-along doesn't take the breaks particularly well. Very fast, amen. Sing. Amen. Good. Right back to the beginning and sing your part all the way through. Spelt it right out. Sing as loudly as you dare. Disturb all the neighbours. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Same with the sopranos. I will sing your part, and then you sing it with the recording a couple of times, and then we'll go on. So we're in F major, you start there, and you start. Ave Maria, plena, Dominus tecum, Ave Maria. Let's sing along. 1, 2, 3. Great, and one more time for luck. Super, and it goes on. Benedictato, benedictato in mulieribus. And with recording, 1, 2, 3. Good. And again for luck. Let's just get back to the right place. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Good. I'm sure that was perfect. And it goes on from bar 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. From bar 13, it's Et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. Sing that for me. And 1. Super, and again, back to, here it is, and super, and you go on. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Sing that for me. And 1. Good. And that goes back to, let's do it one more time. Where does it go back to? Sorry, one more. Sorry about this. Take it back to there. I think that's it. it is Sancta. Sorry. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Amen. Sing that for me. Fast amens. And that last bit one more time. Just from there. Good. Well done, altos. I'm sure that was perfect. Tenors, you're up. Your part starts. Ave Maria, gratia plena. Sing that for me, tenors. Good. And again. Good. And it goes on. Dominus tecum, Ave Maria. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3. Great. Let's go on. It's your part's reasonably straightforward. Benedicta tu in mulieribus. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3. Good. And one more time for luck. Just there. 1, 2, 3. And a very similar bit. Et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. And sing that for me. And 1. Super. Good. Well done. And Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Sing that for me. Oh, and 1. Sorry, I'll give you a starting note. You're there, and 1. And it goes on. Sancta Maria, ora just try that last bit one more time from there. Oh, I think that's... I'll just go from a little bit before. Super. And basses, your turn. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, Ave Maria. You go down the octave, but I can't sing that. So I'm not going to try to. Sing that from the beginning, basis. One, you're starting there. 1, 2. Bassy, yeah. Get those low notes out. One more time. Oh, sorry, too early. 1, 2. Great. My turn. Benedicta tu in mulieribus. Again, low notes. Edibus. Try that. There's your starting note. 1, 2. Good. Try again. Back to there. There's your starting note. 1, 2. Good. Well done. Et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. A very simple bit. There's your starting note. And 1. Super. My turn. Sancta Maria, ora pro nobis. Sing that for me. There's your starting note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Great. And one more time. That's back to 55. Good. And just going on from there, where we got to, by upbeat to bar 23 is Sancta Maria, ora, ora pro nobis. Again, drop the octave if you can. If not, go up. Upbeat to bar 23. There's your starting note. 1, 2. Super, well done, well done, well done, well done. Let's just go on. We're nearly there. Bar 27. Sancta Maria, ora, ora pro nobis. Sing that for me. Yes, again, starting on an F. 1, 2, 3. Traditional Amen chorus, cadence. So you've got ora pro nobis, Amen, right down to there. This is not my bass day. Sing that with me from basses 27. Sancta Maria, ora, ora pro nobis. Amen. That note, down there. Super. Well done. Thank you for being patient as we went through all that. Let's put it all back together with the real recording, with some real musicality. Things to watch out for as you sing your part. Make sure the oohs are the open oohs that we talked about at the beginning. So it's not fructus ventris, but fructus ventris, a very actually sort of ooh. Sopranos especially, bar 10. Benedictator. Don't be tempted to close it down as it goes higher. Make space for it, the hot potato space. Benedictator. If you're doing it right, this bit will start working automatically. Let's go from the beginning. Ready. Steady. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't give you your starting notes. Let's go from the beginning with your starting notes. Sopranos, you're there. Altos, you're there. Tenors, you're there. Basses, you're there. Ready. about any wrong notes, they'll get fixed. Some things to keep an eye out for. I'm sure there were loads and loads of beautiful things there, and I only wish I could hear them. In bar 18, make sure that that's nice and loud, but in bar 20, for the first order, the Pray for Us, that's down to mezzo piano. And then it's quieter and quieter, all the way up to bar 27, when this suddenly comes back up to mezzo forte. And then in the second last bar, there's a big swell. And there's a few places where particular parts are really important. Bar 18, tenors, we need you there. The C, the Jesus, the C clashing against the D. So sopranos and tenors clash against each other for the first crotchet of that bar. And there's a few other places like that. Sopranos, where you've got running quavers. Ave Maria. The first one in each pair. The ta in each tate. The tate. The ta is more important than the te. So it's Ave Maria, not Ave Ma, not or Vera, Vera, it's Ve Maria. Good. And basses, you just need to go like bells from one note to another. Really, really solid, very firm foundations we need for this. Altos, I just wish your part was more interesting. Where it goes low, particularly on the last system. Sorry, yes. I can't get down there. But where you've got those low notes, really bring them out. Give them a very different sound to any of the other voices in the choir. Good. Let's sing that all once more. And what I want from this, if you would like, at some point during the week, go back over this video, think about all the things I've said, and make me a recording of your part. Put on the headphones, listen along with this track, and make me a recording of your part. And hopefully if we can get 6 or 7 or 8 people from each part sending them in, I can combine them and we can make them into a crowdsourced Athenaeum Singers version of the Ave Maria. So all the detail that we're putting in, it will be important for putting that all together. So the more of that you can give me, the better. Let's just do it all once more, and then we'll put this to bed for a little while. I'm so sorry I didn't give you your notes. I'm so sorry. Oh, Tim. Sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. you for your work on that. That's really great. There are a few things that I want to send you away with. First of all, have a stretch before you leave. Just give your shoulders a bit of a shake. Good. And I've had a little sheet saying what I wanted to tell you. I've lost it, which is a shame. It's here. So first of all, if you'd like to do a recording of that as homework and send it over, that would be really great. I'd love to hear your voices coming in. The other thing is, if you'd like a similar piece to work on during the week, I would suggest Tallis's If Ye Love Me. Some of you may know it already. It's a classic of English church music. But if you only know the bigger orchestral choral society repertoire, it may be new to you. It's absolutely perfect. It's the perfect small little piece. It's quite easy. I've put in lots of links below the video where you can access a score that we can all use and a video we can all agree that we're using. It's a beautiful recording by John Rutter and the Cambridge Singers. And yeah, if you're new to reading rhythms and want to work on the rhythms that we were practicing earlier in this session, then the Tallis is full of simple minims and crotchets and quavers. Lots of ta-ahs and tas and tates to get you going. So as a way of practicing that, it's the most beautiful that you could imagine. So do go away and have a go at that. And the last thing is, as much as I've enjoyed this, I'd like more feedback in our sessions. And for this, I'm going to need you to do a bit of work. And the work I need you to do is to go and download Zoom if you haven't already. It's a bit like Skype, but better. There's a link again below for where to download it. You sign up and you download it. And there will be a big meeting on Zoom for all of us next week. Again, I won't be able to hear you, but I'll be able to see your beautiful faces, and I can ask you how things are going, and you can give me thumbs up or thumbs down, or more or less, or stop, or you can leave, or you can stay. So it's going to be much easier for us to have a dialogue, which is all of what being in a choir and being in a community is about. So go and download it, find a friend, find an Athenaeum Singers friend, have a Zoom meeting with them during the week to check it's working, and we'll send out where the meeting's going to be for next week. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining us for this rather experimental rehearsal. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you all next week at 7:30. Goodbye.